All right, all right, all right. Welcome to GUFON tonight. Hey, what do we gotta have blurriness for? Can we bring it in? There we go. There it comes. This way, clarity. This way, clarity. Clarity. No? All right, come on. Come on, everybody. Hey, welcome to GUFON. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Thursday, 11/14, the year of our Lord's Itch 24. Woo! I'm glad those days are over. What the hell's on my shirt? What do I got? Makeup? Did they get makeup on my shirt? How is everybody? It's going to be one of those days. You know, I'm gonna do it with the right color. You know, you gotta wear the right color. There we go. You don't wear gray like that without, you gotta have black and black on the night show. Lower this one notch. There we go. Now we see more of the Grim Reaper himself. But there, oh, and it, oh. All right, I'm a little orange. Look, I'm like Donald Trump. I'm orange. Aren't you glad? All right. What are we going to do tonight? What do you say we finish this game? Oh, let's finish the game. Let's end disclosure. We'll do it ourselves. I don't see why not. The government's not going to give it to us. Will they? A lot of people are beginning, well, there's always people, and there are always new people, and there are always people that are getting the truth, and there are always people not getting the truth. So nothing's changed after yesterday's Congressional Joint Subcommittee UFO hearing, UAP / whatever, because there was evidence? I didn't see any evidence. Oh, there was evidence yesterday. Ah, there was, they say. Evidence. Was there? There was no evidence yesterday. Yes, there was a document that was given. That was about it. But other than that, from wasn't it Schellenberger, right? The Immaculate Constellation thing, the 12-page report. Let me see. I thought I was right. All right, it's taken a little bit to come here to load for some reason. It's been a weird day. Last night after the show, a couple hours after the show, the internet was on and off like all night. And then it kept saying the Wi-Fi's out, and I see on my phone, no, it's not. And then it kept, it was just super strange what was happening last night. A lot of strange internet stuff. I don't know if you guys are experiencing that. But yeah, there's been a lot of, oh, you saw this? No signs of intelligent life anywhere. It's true. I've worn this shirt 0 times in public. Oh, no, I think I wore it once. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk about how the truth about aliens may never be known. But Dinobeavers? Yeah. Yeah. Those are real. Yeah. Oh, we started late because of sleep paralysis kicked in. Yeah, I had sleep paralysis, got me around 4-ish to about 6:15-ish. I didn't know they were coming for me. I didn't know. You never know when they're coming to get you and paralyze you. You never know. I'm always by myself, alone. So anything can happen, and also anything can be made up. You got that right there, sister. Who's here tonight? Let's start the roll call. Paul Callaghan, Fowler. How you doing? We are our own intelligence agency. Yeah. Too bad we don't have a lot of intelligent people English all over ufology. Bernie Muro, everybody. Bernie. Welcome to the show, B. Sean, welcome to the show. I was like, how you doing, Hi, Mrs. Brookers. How are you today? Nice to see you. Welcome to this show. This is me being normal. I'm going to be normal. Let's just be normal tonight and see if I can do it. Apostate plus tax and license. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Paula Faust is here. Welcome to the show. PF in the house. D. Tubbin. I can't believe you just said I said that and then scrolled to your name and you said Rich in the house. I didn't see that because it wasn't on the screen yet. That's weird. Welcome to the show. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. All right. Welcome to the show. Contrary, 1. Welcome to the show. You got to act out the ones. Mystic, welcome to the show. This is me normally. You guys never seen me normal before. This is me being normal. Moonhawk, welcome to the show. How you doing? Tacey Hale, everybody. Tacey Hale. It can't not be me. Sacred Teachings, welcome. Yes, the shit is fake. Do you guys know who I talk to over here when I do this? Samo. Yeah, he's in the other room, but it's virtual. And Marcel's over here. Yeah, I can see them. They can see me, but we can't interact this way. It's a cool. I can't show it on camera. It won't show. It's a holographic. I don't know how they do it, but it's like in my mind or something. It's really weird. But that's who's over there. Samo, Marcel. We got Kelly Lewis, who's a little late. She's just getting to her seat. Kelly is here, right? We got some people over here. That's Marvelous Marvin, right? He's not there. He comes and goes, but that's because he's working. And we got some people down there. Elizondo likes to sit down with the band. So we got everybody in their normal places, and that's who I look at. All right. Vomit says, hey, Rich, but oh my God, you guys, after a long period of constipation, today I did a boop, like a big sticky telegraph pole. I even had to climb down it. Just saying, das right. Just saying, das righty, alien implant. Welcome to the show. Simon from Dublin. How you doing there, ya lovely bastard, ya? I don't know what that is. I don't even know what Dublin sounds like. I'm sorry. I was supposed to be me, normal me. Hold on. I'm doing the non-show me. This is me outside of the show now. Ready? SL, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Hey, Alger Knapp Krieger, welcome to the show. I know. Oh, I have beautiful eyes. Do you know they're blue? One blue that way and the other blue that way. No, that's an old shuttle explosion joke from 1986. What color was Christy McCullough's eyes? Blue. It's so stupid. But thanks for noticing, and welcome to the show. Yes. Yes, they do. Ow. You ever do that, old people? You go and then you pull your neck. Yeah, how did you pull your neck muscle so bad? I shouted. It's true. Hey, Glenn Collins, of course, perfect. How are you? Welcome to the show. I cannot not be me. Let me do me again on the outside of the show. Tomas Robert, welcome to the show. I would still say his name the same way. F. Graph, 7-2, welcome to the show. Sky Allen. That's whose empty seat I saw. Welcome back. Alfie Joe Bob, the AJB. I see ya. Hey, don't forget. That's not me. Go back to being you. It's so hard to be me. When there's a microphone in front of me and a camera with lights, something happens. I can't help this. So I'm sorry. I tried. All right, if I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we have some show to do. A lot of it. What's up, Jodez75? How are you? Good to see you. Tasty hair, live your butter. There we go. Now it feels better. Hey, there he is. Reesh. What's up, Scott Blight? Nice to see you, man. And Wild Ascension. What's up, WA? WABC. All right, so welcome to the show, by the way. So the joint subcommittee hearing on UAP UFO was yesterday. Obviously, we did our thing. We watched it. We talked about it a little bit with Jeff yesterday. People are still talking, of course. It's still fresh in everyone's minds. So now people are disseminating pieces and selecting and choosing and saying, wow, this was historic. Wow, this was fantastic. No, it really wasn't. You know, I'll say it again. I say this in every one of these that we've seen. They do a pretty good job. The production is nice. It flows well. They go, Nancy Mace did well. They all did well with their questions. Burchett tried to be a tough guy, and all that. We don't do that. And, with our guns. And so he was trying to be all American gung-ho and we must tell the truth and I don't buy what you're saying type of attitude, which is needed, but you can't get mad. At least they're trying. And the one thing they're trying to do is bring validity to ufology by having these congressional hearings. I joke around a lot. Yeah, I do. And I think they're kind of a somewhat waste of a time, but it's needed waste. We must do this painfully slow process. Painfully slow. So slow that there really isn't any progress at all. It's so slow that you lose interest. It's kind of like waiting for the last runner of the New York Marathon, right? 6 hours. Everybody else finished in 2, 3, 4 hours. I can't wait. I'm hungry, right? Everybody leaves. People get bored. And I think we're seeing that. And people in ufology on mostly that side. And I see Green Street and even Mick West trying to, pull it together and make like it was something of worth. But it is. It had value yesterday. Entertainment value? Check. Whistleblower value? No check. We did not check the box for whistleblowers. Did we? Because none of them were firsthand, right? Or was gold? Well, anyway, I can't remember. So let's do this. I saw Third Phase of Moon, and we played part of a clip yesterday. They were there. They're there. Still there, I think. In Washington. They were there speaking to Burchett and others. So here's an exclusive interview with Tim Burchett from the Cousins Brothers, Third Phase of Moon. And it's on the eve of the congressional hearing. So, and then it says here, they conducted an inside interview with Tim Burchett at his office. We asked him for the lowdown on the bodies, the craft, the debris. All that's the same, right? The bodies and the craft, that's debris. I know I'm playing. Come on, give me a... Here's a little sneak peek brought to you by the Boys in Black. You know, I'm beginning to think the Cousins Brothers are Men in Black. Twins, they look alike. They think alike. Kind of like they can read each other's minds. Yeah. I was just thinking. All right, here we go.
So, what's going on in the hearing? Smart just showed up. We got new Elizondo. You got the Admiral. And...
Yep, I know. We'll see. I don't have a lot of faith in any of it right now. I mean, I know what the answers are going to be. I know what the questions will be, and I know we probably won't get. American public's not going to be happy with it. I mean, some of them are going to say, "See, I told y'all." But seriously, until we produce a craft or we produce a photograph or video that has a government timestamp on it, I just don't think. I mean, you remember Gordo Cooper, the famous astronaut?
Where's the film?
Yeah, where's the film? He was there. The saucer landed. The craft landed. Landing gear came out. They videoed it. They sent it to Wright Patterson. They called the next day and asked if they got the film. They said, "What film?" I mean, you can go on YouTube and watch that. That is a documented thing. I mean, there's a real, legitimate American hero that had no reason to lie. And time and time again, I've talked to people so many times, but again, all they're going to do is tell us the same stuff. This thing landed, it took off.
We want to see the film, though.
Come on, you're good.
Isn't it right here in the Pentagon, within the fifth area of the Pentagon? Why don't we just walk there right now and go see it?
Let's see. You're fine, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Didn't get into the fifth area.
I gotta tell you, Burchett looks like he aged a decade in 3 years.
Good luck with that.
Right?
Hey, neither one of us look good.
I guess he's stressed out.
So we disappear in some.
All right, we saw that yesterday. I forgot. All right, I thought that was the other one I have. So I'll play this next clip. This is from Good Morning America, I believe. Let me double check. What does it say here? Burleson, NewsNation. Why does it say Good Morning America? Yeah, it says Morning in America. Oh, Morning in America. Oh, I see what they're doing. A little trickery, but Burleson says, I'm not really going to believe 100% till I see something. But we have to have these hearings. I was surprised he said that, even though they're painstakingly long and slow and boring. Are they? I like them. I like the UFO hearings. I know, I joke around a lot, but I enjoy this like kid in a candy store. Yesterday, I could have sworn I must have fallen asleep during the show for about 30 minutes because it went by so fast. I go, Did I fall asleep? I mean, I looked at the clock and I'm like, how could this be already 2 hours? I've been watching this for 2 hours. I know they were 15 minutes late, so I took that into effect, but man, I could have sworn I fell asleep yesterday and woke up and the whole thing passed me by, but I remember hearing all of it. And this part here, well,
I have Republican Congressman from Missouri, Eric Burleson, who sits on the committee that heard yesterday's hearing. Congressman, good morning to you from the halls of Congress. Thanks for hopping on with me.
Good morning.
So I think the general public was really going into yesterday saying, okay, come on, give us something to work with here. At the end of that hearing, did you walk away with anything kind of new to chew on to propel this investigation forward?
I think that some of the reports are underscoring things that we've seen before. So I don't know that you could say that we've learned anything that we haven't been told before. But what I will say is that we continue to see a steady stream of very reputable individuals coming out of the Pentagon and blowing a whistle and saying very consistent things. And so
my thing is, how do we know these are reputable people? Right? Cook and Schellenberger? Really? I mean, they could be pretty bad people. I didn't vet them. You vet them? Who vetted these people? So what? Just because they have that government label makes them credible. That is the worst thing anybody can say. Mainstream media, sub-mainstream media, the internet, whatever your social platform for your media enhancement. Just remember, these are government employees. He works for the government. She is part of the media. Well, independent NewsNation. I don't know. Did NewsNation sell out? Are they now mainstream? I don't think so. I don't know so. But, you know, they're in it. So I'm considering them sub-mainstream media and can't be trusted.
To me, that is really the remarkable story here. Of course, I'm from Missouri. I'm from the Show Me State. I still want to see before I'm going to believe.
Yes.
And I want
to. Oh my God, I have to show you guys this. Did you see yesterday? Let me shrink me. Watch over here. I'm going to replay it. When they were swearing in. Oh my God, what did I just do? I didn't even do that on purpose. Total accident. They stand up. Oh my God. Look at this guy. Look at his hand. Look what he's doing. He's making a mockery of this. I'm glad it paused it right there. Do you see that? He's doing the Spock thing. What a dick, Mr. Gold. I told you, don't trust anybody with the last name Gold. My opinion. Look at this guy. Look at the face there. Look at the face he's making. You know, nobody cares. Look at this guy. He's laughing a little. Here's Sheehan. This guy's got to get his camera up in the air. All right. So he's doing the Spock. This guy goes to his hand to his heart first and then looks over at these two like you would if you were in kindergarten. Oh, is that what everybody's doing? And then he puts his hand, watch. I had to reset it. It gave me no option.
Who sits on the
I had no choice.
Yesterday's hearing. Congressman, good
Gonna do it again, watch.
Which is that
No.
we often get into these hearings
I watch.
and people will say, I
coming
can
up.
say that to you in a skiff or in a secure setting. But I think that at least we're able to continue to have the discussion, move the ball forward, keep this topic fresh in people's minds. And I think the more that we talk about it, the more there's a likelihood that a President Trump or someone is going to
No.
is going to be pushed for release of the
No.
information.
And maybe pull back the curtains on this story a bit further. Lastly, just about 30 seconds left with you, Congressman. You talk about keeping it fresh on people's mind. Do you worry that interest in this story is waning, for the public, when every time you have this hearing, there's nothing major that comes from it, no evidence that's really brought forward? Do you worry about that and the public losing interest in the story?
I don't, because I think that the interest is only accelerating. I think that more and more people are paying attention and are intrigued. And I think that as we have these hearings, more and more credible whistleblowers are coming forward. And I think that that adds value and legitimacy to the discussion.
Oh.
Right, we will see when the next one is held. Congressman Eric Burlison.
Okay, so she didn't word it the right way, though. I wish she would have said the public's interest is waning because it's too long in between hearings or anything, anything newsworthy. And then they drop no bombshell. They dropped an empty bomb. Terrible. Terrible. I liked it yesterday. I liked it. I really did. I enjoyed watching it. It was fun. I liked watching Lou and watching Gallaudet try to read. And Gold was just so animated and over the top. He was unrealistic. And then he does the thing with the, live long and prosper. Right? Then he does that. Schellenberger seemed to be, as did Lou, but seemed to be the people that were really focused in on why they were there. Lou looked hungover to me. He did. He looked like he didn't sleep, or he had the sheesh. He had the cramps. He had cramps. Lou had cramps. Yes! Lou had cramps. And if you want to help support Truthology for Ufology, you can do that by supporting the show through Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. Thank you. You guys know what to do if that's what you do. Huh? Oh, yeah. Here we go. All right. I don't think I want to get away for a second. What? Oh, geez, that's right. Hold on. All right. Now let's stick to where I'll just finish up here, since I got to show you this. This is this made me angry. John Greenwald posted this, and he says, "To my friends on Capitol Hill, I say this with all due respect. We need leadership and action on the UAP issue, not merchandise." That's right. You heard it. Nancy Mace, and I believe others, are selling t-shirts for, well, take a look. I don't think this is right. I'll be honest with you. Nancy Mace says UAP should be out there for the world to see. Secure your immaculate unisex apparel product and support disclosure, security, and Team Mace. Not cool. I don't think her opinion on abortion would justify a t-shirt saying abort this, something like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's actually a good t-shirt. Abort this. I got your abortion right here. Here's another one. Tim Burchett. Burchett's in on it. See why I don't trust him? You know what this looks like? This looks like, I don't know if I should say this. Who gave them this idea? This looks familiar. This, I don't know, man. You should not be making money off of your ideas. This is just silly, real silly. This is something that Corbell would have told them, you guys can make money. Oh, people would buy those t-shirts. You could probably sell 10,000. 10,000 times 30? Are you kidding? That's $3 million. What? It's $1 million idea. What do you think about that? I know. I don't know why I didn't do it. Because the people who are in it for the passion, you know who they are. They're non-government. Anybody not in the government is here because they've got passion for this and they have experiences. These people don't have experiences. They have scripts. That's what they have. They have scripts. And I don't understand that. Why you would have to read if you're telling the truth. Oh, well, sometimes you want to say everything. Well, I never really had to remember the truth. Any of you ever have to... Hold on a second, officer. Was I speeding? Jeez, I don't remember. That'll work. That works there. Does not work here. Not in ufology. Not at a congressional hearing. Right? What are they reading? There's no reason to read. I was indoctrinated into the UFO genre because my Admiral told me there were many of these lights that were coming out of the water. And from my inception into this program, I was sworn in. I can't even read my own handwriting. If it's the truth, you should know it. What? And the lights that I saw were very bright, very, very bright, and they moved at a pace that would crush a human's skull cap. And that's what it was like watching these guys read. So much fun. I love this. I can't stop smiling. It was just so much fun watching Lou. Everybody's great. It's just great. Isn't this great? This is fun. A lot of fun. So much fun. So much fun we should be singing Whistling Dixie out our buttholes. What movie? What movie? National Lampoon's Original Vacation. That's right. When they got to Wally World. That is true. A small cadre involved in the UAP topic has created a culture of suppression and intimidation that some of us have been victim to. This includes unwarranted criminal investigations, harassment, and efforts to destroy one's credibility. Lou Elizondo congressional testimony speaking about harassment and Sarah Goff. Ready? Remember this? This is Lou's life. Hit it!
Although much of my government work on the UAP subject still remains classified, excessive secrecy has led to grave misdeeds against loyal civil servants military personnel, and the public, all to hide the fact that we are not alone in the cosmos. A small cadre within our own government involved in the UAP topic has created a culture of suppression and intimidation that I've personally been victim to, along with many of my former colleagues. This includes unwarranted criminal investigations, harassment, and efforts to destroy one's credibility. Most Americans would be shocked to learn that the Pentagon's very own Public Affairs Office openly employs a professional psychological operations officer as the singular point of contact for any UAP-related inquiries from citizens and the media. This is unacceptable. Many of my former colleagues and I have provided classified testimony to both the Department of Defense and the Intelligence Community Inspector General, and many of us have subsequently been targeted by this cabal with threats to our careers, our security clearances, and even our lives.
Oh, this is not hyperbole. It is a genuine fact, he says at the end, that I cut off by accident. You know, after the meeting, I heard there were people that, you know, the doors, it's a very thin-walled place they were at. So you go in an office, people could hear you speaking. And I guess Lou, I don't know if it was his dad or somebody was there giving him praise behind closed doors, but you could hear on the other side in the hallway, "Did I do good, Dad?" "You did good, son." "I did good. I read good, Dad." "You read really good, Louie." "I did good. I did good. Ice cream, Dad? Can we go for ice cream?" "Go for ice cream. We can go for it right after you do your interview." "Interviews? I don't like interviews." "Thank you, Dad. I like chocolate." That's what was heard. I don't know. Allegedly. What just happened? I heard the bells go off of St. Mary's. Somebody just become a member. I thought somebody become the member. Cadre are junior appointed officers. Oh. Is it? I thought it was something else. Obviously, the way I read that. Hold on. This coming in from my left ear. I am being told that there has been a war that has been declared on Lou Elizondo. It is the war of the world. Poor Lou. We have been attacked and our lives have been threatened. Really? Who? Who? Oh, those people. A cadre of people. Oh, really? Yeah, it was bigger than a bushel. Bigger than a bushel. "I did good, Dad." "Did good, son." "I got some ice cream." "You can have some ice cream, Louie." "Thanks, Dad. I read good, didn't I, Dad?" "I do. Did really good." So Luna, speaking of Lou, Representative Anna Paulina Luna. Oh, Anna Paulina Luna. That really was an accident, I have to admit. Oh, sorry. Who is that guy? Who's the guy whose voice is that? NBC Nightly News. I'm Mike Wallace. Was it Mike Wallace? No, he didn't sound like that. Well, Anna Paulina Luna asks Lou Elizondo about UAP pilots and whether they are interdimensional or living craft. Elizondo says UAP are tracked up to 3,000 G-force. We are constantly having to reevaluate what the definition of life is. Tight lip. You know Lou and his tight lips, ladies. Tight lip Lou is what they called him. Now, he's just Baba Lou. Baba Louie. Poor Lou. Leave him alone. What'd he do to you? It's not what he did to me. It's what he's doing to ufology. And he's making it a testicle of itself. Huh? Spectacle. Spectacle. Making a spectacle of it. What did I say? All right, here comes Pauluna, Luna, whatever. I can't think when she's on the screen. Something happens. Something.
Mr. Elizondo, in regards to these aircraft being piloted by whatever they might be, non-human biologics, would you agree that it's likely that they are being piloted by some mind-body connection?
Ma'am, I think it is safe to presume here that they are being intelligently controlled because some cases seem to anticipate our maneuvers, and in other cases they seem to, I came across an email where the word stalked was used in a very secure email between Navy officers discussing their ships being pursued by a UAP.
In our previous panel, we had Grush, and he had testified to say that some of these were interdimensional beings. Can you speak on that at all?
Ma'am, I'm not qualified, certainly as a scientist or otherwise, to speculate points of origin. I looked at everything from a scientific perspective. So if you look at, for example, instantaneous acceleration, which was one of the observables of the program that I belong to, ATIP, the human body can withstand about 9 G-forces for a short period of time before you suffer negative biological consequences, blackouts and ultimately redouts and even death. Comparison, our best technology, the F-16, which is one of this older platform, but one of our most highly maneuverable aircraft, manned aircraft, made by General Dynamics, can perform about 17 or 18 G-forces before we start having structural failure, meaning that the airframe begins to disintegrate while you're flying. The vehicles we're talking about are performing in excess of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 Gs.
So I guess, would it be safe to infer that they're living craft?
I'm not prepared at this point to state for the record is something alive or not, because even that definition is hard. There was a time in science we thought that life required oxygen, and we now know that's not true. There are anaerobic bacteria that thrive in oxygen environments that lack oxygen. And so also same with photosynthesis. When I was in college, I was told everything is derived from photosynthesis as a form of energy. In reality, that's not true. There are things that live off of chemosynthesis. So we're constantly having to reevaluate our understanding of what the definition of life is.
I thought he did really well yesterday, to be honest. As good as he can do. And here, at this camera angle, maybe it's the lighting, he just looks like he gained some weight. He doesn't look like he's hung over much. He does look tired, like right there. I would bet my little bitty life that I have left that those red eyes are from a joint subcommittee. Maybe he was out there with Corbell and Knapp smoking a big Shiba shoe. So, but he did good. He did as good as Lou has done in years. He really did. Everything he said was, except for one part where he goes, "Oh, I'm stumped" or something like that. I don't know what to say, he said. But Luna asked, and he answered. Did he? Did Lou answer the question? And what was the question? Let's see if he answered it. Watch.
Aircraft being piloted by whatever they might be, non-human biologics, would you agree that it's likely that they are being piloted by some mind-body connection?
Then he got into the G-forces that a human body can withstand before breaking apart. Maximum, maybe, I think he said was 18 Gs before you start freaking. 10 Gs, they usually pass out, right? Like the first time you get there. But anyway, going all the way up to saying that these beings, whatever they are, would have to withstand 3,000 Gs of force from the pressure that is exerted on a UFO with the things that apparently Lou knows about. You know, UFOs making 90-degree angled turns would crush a human if it was going, Mach 30, Mach 10, Mach 5, probably, right? Could. I think it would. It'd break a few bones, probably the ribs. Neck might split. Depends how well you were tied up. Pretty scary stuff. But did Lou answer the question? Not really. The question was, are these biologics? And then he went into, well, if they are, they would have to withstand the G-forces, and we don't have anything that can do that, so the possibility's there, is what he was saying. Pretty interesting. The possibility's there that these could be mind-body controlled craft, and nobody's in it. Nobody. My question would be, how does the craft itself manage to withstand such pressure? The G-forces. Because even metal, screws, and all that stuff, it's got a breaking point. It's not something that would never break. If it's made by man, it can be broke by man. If it's made by alien, can it be broke by man? Wild Ascension threw down the question or the comment of the day so far, in my opinion. Thank you for saying, hey, I celebrate 6 months of membership, and if no one has told you, Rich, lately, thank you for the countless years of hard work on this issue. Hey, thank you, Wild Ascension. And thank you for being a member for a minimum 6 months, because I know you've been around a lot longer. But I haven't had memberships forever. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the support and the very nice, kind words. Keep them coming, everybody. I love nice words. All right, thank you very much. Mucho generoso on the membership, so. Wild Ascension. What's up, Dan Peters? How you doing? Hey, Metalhead. Jeanette. Because waking up is hard to do. Lead food. Rich. Todd Williams. Hey, you guys. How is everybody? So, moving on. Yeah, we started a little late tonight. We started at 7:30? 30 minutes, 25 minutes late. Yeah, there was a problem. I had sleep paralysis again. Can you believe this? I'm still having this sleep paralysis problem. It's weird. Lou Elizondo, can you believe this? Who would have thought this show was going to be right, Samo? Well, that's right, Rich. He says that UFO disclosure is rushed. I told you he did good yesterday. He said a lot of the most important things. UFO disclosure is rushed because a major event is about to happen, which he cannot mention to anybody. Ooh, we know something is bound to happen because history has shown bombs go off, planes go down, buildings fall straight down on their footprint. Right? Shit like that happens all the time. Buses crash. Submarines implode on themselves. It's all sorts of weird stuff. Rockets explode. Volcanoes go off. Earthquakes happen. Hurricanes destroy cities. Yeah. A major event is about to happen. You're right. Good one. And you know why you can't tell anybody? Because nobody knows when the next big event's going to happen. No, you don't understand, tight lip. You don't understand. This is from the government. Shit, you just said it. You're not supposed to tell anybody. He's so full of himself, man. He really thinks he has the pulse on what's going to happen next in America, in the world. Lou knows, everybody. He knows. What did Truth Poll post here? Elizondo says UFO disclosure is rushed because a major event is about to happen. Really, go.
This one's from Bodie Fuller 9783. Lou, we keep hearing rumours about a quote-unquote major event that could be the reason for the disclosure timeline that is now in place. Does this event have anything to do with this asteroid Apophis scheduled very narrowly to miss our planet in 2027?
Negative. It has nothing to do with the asteroid Apophis and its approach to Earth. It has to do with something else potentially, which I'm not prepared to go into conversation with.
Understood, and I know naturally a lot of people would be curious on that note. Is there anything you'd want to expand on that when it comes to 2027?
I'm gonna, not 2027, but I'm gonna, there may have been some other dates proposed, but I'm gonna let the experts noodle on that and figure that out. It's certainly too premature for me to say anything one way or the other, because we simply don't have enough data. So I'm just gonna do a polite.
You know what I really think it is? I think it is the meteor Apophis. But I thought that was coming here in 2036. It must be some other. Yeah, I might be forgetting. But the one that's in the year 2036 is the same year that I die. Yeah. Well, if I go, we all go. I am Neo, or the one. I am the fly in the ointment. I have to I'm going to show you this because it's funny. It makes me feel a little better about myself and my failures in life. It's a compilation of 4 women, leftists, who shaved their heads in protest of Trump's victory. Should we watch it? No? All right, we won't watch it. All right. We'll do it on the other show then. It's not UFO related. You're right. So Jay Anderson, I think that's who this is, says, I met a very high-level individual who directed multiple intelligence agencies in the U.S. Very uncomfortable when I asked him this question about UFOs. And I'm going to play it, but Admiral Bobby Ray Inman. Oh, former director. Listen to this. Who loses all these jobs? Former director of CIA, DIA, NSA, Neuro, ONI, and SAIC. That's a guy who's got a lot to lose and a temper probably that comes with it. I'm joking. I don't know. He probably retired. Look at the guy. He's happy as could be, taking that government cheese and violating the oath that he took. Tell the truth, you bastard.
The James Webb will let us know a lot more about this.
Yeah.
Over the next 2 or 3
Shut
months.
up.
Well, maybe you can just help me clarify something. Because
there
when
you
I was
go.
doing
Ask
some
for help.
background research on you, I came across a fascinating little segment from a documentary. It was a segment of an interview that you had in 1989 with a man called Bob Exler. Do you remember speaking to a man called Bob
Yes,
Exler?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, and during this conversation, he asked you whether you believed that the recovered vehicles would ever be made available for technical research outside of the military circles. And your response to this was, 10 years ago I would have said no, but whether time has evolved and they're beginning to become more open on it, it's a possibility. So obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but it just seems like you're suggesting here that you're aware of retrieved UFOs being studied by the military.
No, the answer was no. I would not. We're not. Absolutely, we're no retrieved UFOs. I have high confidence.
A close confidant of George Bush and a man well acquainted with Area 51 was Admiral Bob Inman. His credentials are impeccable. He was director of both Naval Intelligence and the National Security Agency, as well as deputy director of the Defense Intelligence Agency and the CIA. In a telephone conversation with Bob Exler in 1989, he referred to recovered vehicles becoming available for research.
Do you anticipate that any of the recovered vehicles would ever become available for technological research outside of the military circles?
Again, I honestly don't know. 10 years ago, the answer would have been no.
Yeah.
Whether as time has evolved, they're beginning to become more open on it, is a possibility.
It seems like you're suggesting here that you're aware of retrieved UFOs being studied by the military.
No, the answer was no. I would not. There were not. Absolutely were no retrieved UFOs. I have high confidence.
What?
The possibility.
It seems like you're suggesting here that you're aware of retrieved UFOs being studied by the military.
No, the answer was no. I would not. There were not. Absolutely were no retrieved UFOs.
Oh boy. Did he jump out of his cloth? This guy. Wow. He lied. This guy.
Aware of retrieved UFOs being studied by the military.
No, the answer was no. I would not. There were not. Absolutely were no retrieved UFOs. I have high confidence.
A close confidant of George Bush and a man well acquainted with Area 51 was Admiral Bob Inman. His credentials are impeccable. He was director of both Naval Intelligence and the National Security Agency, as well as deputy director of the Defense Intelligence Agency and the CIA. In a telephone conversation with Bob Exler in 1989, he referred to recovered vehicles becoming available for research.
Do you anticipate that any of the recovered vehicles would ever become available for technological research outside of the military circles?
Again, I honestly don't know. 10 years ago, the answer would have been no.
Yeah.
Whether as time has evolved, they're beginning to become more open on it, is a possibility.
It seems like you're suggesting here that you're aware of retrieved UFOs
Yes.
being studied by the military.
No, the answer was no. I would not. There were not.
This guy. What is he worried about? He's about to kick the bucket. He's almost out the window, under the ground, foot in the grave, outdoors. Right? Just say it. Say it! I want somebody on their deathbed to say, here's where they're at. Go get them. Can't do it. If they said it's at Area 51, who's going to go there and get it? No one. Even if they gave you a diagram, is it a diagram? Or the layout, you wouldn't be able to get there. Even if you dug underground and came up into Area 51, they'd know. They would know. They have sensors all over the place that can feel vibrations in the earth. So if you're digging underground, I'm sure those sensors would hear it. So this is the most important video on X today. Save the best for last. I don't know. But we're being told to take 3 minutes of our lives again to hear Michael Schellenberger expose the secret Immaculate Constellation UAP UFO program that you'll reportedly get placed on a watch list just for mentioning it. That's so cute. Oh yeah, we're going to play it. Because it's not the truth. Who cares? It's the truth as they want us to believe. That's what I believe. But let's listen, because we all watch this. But let's take those 3 minutes, cut it in half, and listen, watch, and make history. Tonight on GUFON. Giddy up.
We have a right to know what UAPs are, no matter what they are. However, we now have existing and
We have to know what UAPs are, no matter what they are. Great. Well, that was convincing. All right. I'm joking.
we have a right to know what UAPs are, no matter what they are.
All right.
However, we now have existing and former U.S. government officials who have told Congress that AARO and the Pentagon have broken the law by not revealing a significant body of information about UAPs, including military intelligence databases that have evidence of their existence as physical craft. One of those individuals is a current or former U.S. government official acting as a UAP whistleblower. This person has written a report. This is the report that says the executive branch has been managing UAP NHI issues without congressional knowledge, oversight, or authorization for some time, quite possibly decades. Furthermore, these individuals have revealed the name of an active and highly secretive DoD unacknowledged special access program, or USAP. The source of that document told me, that the USAP is a strategic intelligence program that is part of the U.S. military family of long-standing, highly sensitive programs dealing with various aspects of the UAP problem. The new UAP whistleblower claims that the U.S. military and IC database includes videos and images taken using infrared, forward-looking infrared, full-motion video, and still photography. The report that was just shared with Congress says Immaculate Constellation serves as a central or parent USAP that consolidates observations of UAPs by both tasked and untasked collection platforms. Immaculate Constellation includes high-quality imagery intelligence and measurement and signature intelligence of UAPs, the whistleblower's report adds. The sources of this intelligence are a blend of directed and incidental collection capabilities, positioned in low Earth orbit, the upper atmosphere, as well as military and civilian aviation altitudes and maritime environments. The report to Congress details in detail various UAPs, including spheres, orbs, disks, saucers, ovals, triangles, boomerang, arrowhead, and irregular organic. The report describes various incidents found in the human intelligence databases. One involved orbs surrounding and forcing an F-22 out of its patrol area. In another incident, the crew of a Navy aircraft carrier watched a small orange-red sphere rapidly descend from a high altitude of 100 to 200 yards directly above the flight deck of the CVN, or aircraft carrier. Since my reporting on this Immaculate Constellation last month, another source came forward that they saw a roughly 13-minute long, high-definition, full-color video of a white orb UAP coming out of the ocean approximately 20 miles off the coast of Kuwait. It was filmed from a helicopter. Then halfway through the video, the person said the orb is joined by another orb that briefly comes into the frame from the left before rapidly moving again out of the frame. The person discovered the video on SIPR, the Secure Internet Protocol Router Network, which the DoD uses to transmit classified information. A leading UAP researcher who utilizes the Freedom of Information Act to find out what the government knows, John Greenwald, told me last year that the U.S. government had been increasingly denying his requests for UAP information. He has been doing FOIA requests for 27 years and has an archive of 3 million pages. The government has for decades denied any interest in UFOs, he told me, but the documents that he has assembled show that behind the scenes it was a completely different story. Contrary to the hopes of many advocates of transparency, the government has been restricting more information since the leak of 3 UAP videos in 2017. The DoD organization AARO has been labeling many documents with a B7 exemption, which Greenwald says does not make any sense.
And oh my, I didn't quite catch the internet stopping on what he said. I mean, what was so amazing about that? Oh, that's right. That there's this what was it, 13-minute video in super high def in living color that shows videos of orbs. Spheres. Spheres. You know what would have been great? If that would have been in the friggin' hearing yesterday. But I tell you what, I bet you that video, it exists, but it's probably not what they tell us it is. Why can't we see something like that? You have a sphere, it's round, and it moves. How is that giving away any propulsion, any technology secrets to China, Russia, and abroad? Why can't we get a 5-second clip just so we can look at it and believe you that it's not a balloon again and it's not parallaxing and that the pilot and this story and you aren't lying to the American people? Maybe you don't know that that's a bogus story, but it could be. So, I'm a little curious, though. In World War II, they saw those they named them Foo Fighters, right? Everybody knows the Foo Fighters, the balls of fire and light, were legit. Why hasn't that been looked at? And why hasn't that been exposed now? I want to know what those Foo Fighters were. Did they investigate them? Am I using it right? Foo Fighters? Those weren't the pilots. It was the objects. Just balls of fire. They also saw them in Vietnam. So what are they? It seems these balls of fire were once abundant, have now turned into spheres. We don't have the balls of fire anymore. Now we have balls of... That's it. And every time we've seen video, we all get disappointed because we figure it out. Somebody figures out that it's a drone, it's parallaxing, it's not what you think, it's a balloon. This is why I have a very hard time with anything anybody says from the government. And Galude, he never even signed an NDA. I want to hear everything this guy knows. Why isn't he talking about everything? Is he? Because if that's everything without an NDA, super disappointed. Super. And yesterday, in the front row, who was the guy with those tattoos? Who would put that guy in the front row? We had to stare at those, what were they, Nazi tattoos the whole 2.5 hours? Who was that guy with those tattoos? Nah, they weren't Nazi things, but it didn't look very, like, come here and let's get comfort by reading my body. It was more like, you read my body, you go to hell. You know, there was a day, and George Knapp still has this kind of reputation as being a great guy for ufology. Is he? Back in the day when George Knapp was still new at this, in the early 90s, I think, give or take, he exposed the con artists in ufology. Did you know this? Yeah, he did. George Knapp was a debunker. Oh, yes, he was. Here it is. I'm going to play. Now, I don't want you to be alarmed about what you're about to see. This is not AI. This is just going back 30 years. So George Knapp may look a little different. Here we go. I told you he looked different. You didn't want to believe me. Look at that guy. It's amazing the transform. Oh, that's not him.
have long been associated with kooks and crackpots.
Hey.
And in many cases, the association is right on the money. Some people get into the field to cash in. There are others who use UFOs for political reasons.
Don't you find it funny how the world has turned George Knapp into a money-hungry UFO guy? Huh? What about the hypocrisy?
George Knapp joins us now with part 5 of UFOs, the best evidence.
Gary and Mary Ruth, the flim-flammery has been part of the UFO picture almost from the beginning. Con men have used the subject for their own ends many times. Lately, though, there's a new twist. Some UFO believers are using the ET phenomena as a means of whipping up public hysteria. They wrap themselves in the American flag, mix in a little old-time religion, and laugh all the way to the bank. As we'll see in tonight's report, some scientists believe there is a real body of data concerning UFOs. The question is, how will that data be used?
There are people who must have, people in Washington and elsewhere, must have a building full of data that I think the scientific community should have. Data that comes from radar, from sensors on Earth, from sensors in the ocean, and from sensors in space. Those sensors have been deployed for other reasons, for reconnaissance, for intelligence, for guidance, for communications, and so on. Those sensors are all over the place. And they must pick up the UFO phenomenon, because we know the energy constraints and the boundaries of the UFO phenomenon. It has to trigger those sensors. We know
Who is that guy?
So somebody has all that data.
Jacques Vallée is something of an anomaly, a solid scientist who thinks UFOs deserve to be studied. Vallée was a real-life model for the French scientist character in the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. His books were among the first in...
All right. Isn't it funny? Jacques Vallée now is just like George Napster. And I can't play all this 10 minutes. I wish I could, but now those guys are the grifters. George Knapp got Jeremy Corbell, took him in to be his friend and mentor. And I believe Jeremy Corbell has shown George how you can make more money by grifting. Remember this guy? I thought all of these guys were legit. Why is he calling them con men back then? It's weird. All right, it's not playing. Doesn't matter. I just got this link in. I want to show you this. This just came in. This, believe it or not, is real. This is from the Pentagon deputy spokesperson, Sabrina Singh, holds a press hearing about the UAP hearing yesterday. Check this out. Yeah, you're going to love it. I think you're going to love this.
Can you talk a little more about the unidentified aerial phenomena and one?
My God. I'm sorry. She's got man hands. Did you see those things? What is she, a basketball player, I think? Look at that. She makes that bottle look so... That's a 36-ounce bottle.
Phenomena, and one of the accusations, it's not in the report, but that the department has within storage the remains of aliens or signs of life from elsewhere. Can you settle that once and for all? Do you or don't you have such remains?
Yeah, so I'm not aware of any remains that the department has of any signs of extraterrestrial beings or activity or technology. And I'm sorry, what was your second question or your first question?
Well, it's really about that, and then also what the top line finding in this report.
So the report, again, was briefed to staff, and committee members were notified about the report. Part of this annual report submitted to Congress is accountability, and to ensure that we continue to keep members updated through our Aero office. Go ahead.
Have you found any evidence of foreign involvement in any of these unidentified aerial phenomena?
Yeah, to date, the department has not discovered any verifiable evidence of extraterrestrial beings, activity, or technology, nor verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding possession or reverse engineering of extraterrestrial materials have existed in the past or currently exist.
Okay, and in terms of the strikes on the Houthis in the past week, why were the F-35Cs used in those strikes? Is it symbolic? Was it needed? And yet the Houthis keep firing.
I mean, why we use certain capabilities is also what's available in the AOR. The F-35s are, are part of the 8 carrier strike group. Why they're used, they bring different capabilities than some of the other aircraft in the region, but that's really at the discretion of the commander. I can't get into more of the operational details on that, but it's really depends on the mission, the operation, and what's available and what we need to accomplish, and different aircraft are used at different times.
Wow, that was painfully painful. Very painful. Well, it's mainstream news, fake news. Well, that really wasn't, but it is. Coming from the Pentagon about UFOs. And everything she said, she read. So, no matter what question was going to be asked, she had that reply at the ready. Very interesting. It's almost as if they talked before they went live. Hey, I'm going to ask you this question about what? About this. Oh, shit. Got it. Thank you. It's that simple. That's what they do. Everybody knows it. What questions are you going to ask? Oh, John's here from ABC. Oh, Rich is here from GUFON. Oh, Third Phase of Moon is here. Come on. All right, what's your question, GUFON? Yes, I'd like to know. Does the drapes match the panties? Wait, did I say that right? Does the carpet match the hairdo? Not funny. Not funny at all. But what happened yesterday means nothing to our existence. All it is to be put on the record that those 4 people spoke about what they think and allege is happening in government, at the Pentagon, the White House, the cover-up. I guess. See, that's the thing. Until there's evidence, this is all window dressing. It doesn't help us at all in any way know who we are, where we come from. The truth about aliens may never be known. But Dinobeavers? That's a fact, Jack. And you better believe it. Jay Stratton and all those other followers out there believe in that story. It does exist. And gosh darn it, Skinwalker Ranch is unique. I don't know what the hell I was going to say there. That's a good question. Where is Brandon Fugel? Where is he, Fugel? I believe Tony asked that yesterday. I'm not sure if that was you, but somebody asked it yesterday. Where is he, Fugel? He's been in hiding since he came out and was very, very raw in front of everybody. You want to see street? I can be street too. You guys are pigs. You're squealing, you little liar. It was like watching a baby get a rattle for the first time. Oh, no. Wait. What? He didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, he shook the tree, just like we're going to keep doing. Thank you, Jeff Willis, for sending that Forbes breaking news clip with Sabrina sing a song. No technological surprise. No, nothing. Nothing. I liked yesterday. I liked that it happened, but it didn't propel us in any way forward into disclosure. It didn't. Oh, Mick West. What is this? Oh, I already played this. Oh, okay. Let me get rid of it. Burchett introduces a bill protecting UAP whistleblowers. Did you hear about that? Yep. Yep. So that's gone into action. He introduced it, though. That's all. So we'll see what happens. You know what? Did Congresswoman Nancy Mace and journalist Michael Schellenberger misrepresent UFO evidence presented to Congress? According to Stephen Greenstreet, yeah. At the UFO hearing, Mace presented a document from the Pentagon that she says she got from Schellenberger. But several witnesses say that's not true at all. Oh? Really? They instead claim UFO celebrity Jeremy Corbell pulled a document from his backpack. Corbell hands this dubious document, which has a cover letter written and signed by Corbell, to a congressional aide. During the hearing, Mace presents the document without Corbell's signed cover letter and says it's from the Pentagon and that she got it from journalist Michael Schellenberger. Corbell, who felt jilted by this, he confronts Nancy Mace after the hearing, apparently seeking recognition. Schellenberger tweets the document saying it came from a whistleblower and released today by Nancy Mace. And now that tweet currently has over 2 million views. UFO advocates tweet Corbell's missing cover letter. There are so many red flags here. This is amazing. What is Corbell's influence on Congress? What is it? Stephen Greenstreet wants to know. It's interesting. Look. Alex Katz says that was a tense moment. I was sitting behind Fox and heard Jeremy confront her about the missing page, along with saying that he was the person that brought that document, not Schellenberger. I can confirm, as I saw him take it out of his backpack and hand it to a congressional aide. Dan Cleary. Hey, I know Dan Cleary. Jeremy Corbell did. Schellenberger admitted that to Jeremy in front of me when Corbell confronted him. Ms. claimed it was confusing. He wasn't confused. He has yet to correct this publicly. Bad look for a journalist who expects whistleblowers to trust him, if you ask me. Limit says, it should be noted that Nancy Mace mischaracterized the physical document as having been delivered to Congress today by Schellenberger. In a brief exchange with Corbell immediately after the hearing adjourned, Schellenberger confirmed he did not deliver it. Wow. So if a congressional aide handed it to her, playing devil's advocate, of course, maybe the aide said it came from that guy at the Pentagon. and pointed at Schellenberger, but Corbell was in the line of fire with the finger. So maybe she thought that's who she was talking about because the aide supplied the message wrong. It's the telephone game. It's exactly what happened here. And Corbell is a baby, a big baby. He could have went about that a lot differently. He could have confronted her later, not right there in front of everybody. I don't know. Can I ask you a question in private? That's how you do it. You don't call her out in front of everybody. Maybe it was just an honest mistake. You leave her alone. She's got glasses. She can't see. I'm so glad that happened. That to me is just beautiful. That to me really made the whole day worthwhile. Just to know Jeremy Corbell got screwed out of getting credit and the Pentagon got it. And Schellenberger. Beautiful play. Beautiful. What a baby. I don't know what his influence is. What is he doing there? I know what he's doing there because they have some sort of relationship with people in Congress. I get it. They're the ones that are supplying a lot of the bad information that we are hearing today. Well, general today. It sounds like a lot of things got screwed up. I know, Sly. I know. Maybe somebody got to get their ass kicked. What? Yeah. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Sorry, we started late, but we still did an hour and a half. It's okay. You'll live. I'm starting to lose my voice. Yeah. But thank you very much for hanging. Moderators, super chatters, just a beautiful evening. And we had a few new subscribers, huh? Who came in? It doesn't say. Wild Ascension, I see. A couple others. Hold on. Here we come, walking down the street. You say there's monkeys. And then they're at you. Rogue Trooper, Robert Morgan, Tacey Hale. Those are the last three that it shows. It won't update until later. Oh, wait. Hold on. Here we go. Also, Justin King. Those are the re-ups in the last few days. Thanks to Anjali, Bernie Miro, Claudia Rodriguez, Tom Girl, Busby, Jarvis, Wendy Wallace, Susie Komu, Jason Semero, Steve K, Dawn Dickinson, Commander Malarn, El Mons, Catherine Zeta Jones, Chicken Patty 13, Rusty Gruner, where you been? Crash and Burn Vern, Chris Helton, Ashley Johnson, Tets, Monkey Man, Sean Boyle, welcome to the show, Dynamo Hum, Ozzy Tiger, Paula Faust, Sean, Crowley is King, John Griggs, Helen of Crystals, Tyler Studinsky, Eastern Arkansas Transparency just started up here. MMTPP just started a month ago. Google Translator 24 days ago. Alpine Gulch, Glenn Croyd a month ago. Jennifer, Reality Check, Intergalactic Angler, Threxbox, Mods Mayhem just a month ago. Leslie Peterson, Kata Ride, Doug Collier, SoCal Squatcher, I See UFOs, Frostradamus, Brian Yates, Mark Evans, Phil McCorrick a month ago, Donna G. Where is Donna? 26 months. Raging Against Machine, Mr. Sunshine, both a month ago. Jeff Garvey, 30 months. My God, God bless you. Sandhedin Omufor, Conundrum, over a year. Matthew Wright, Ben, the York Sugarphonian, over 25 months. Apostate plus tax. Corwin, a couple of months. Dorothy Hawkins, 26. Cash, 45, 27 months. Wild Ascension, 6 months. Country Girl. Truth Seeker. Jeanette Angel, 21 months. Wow. Matt Fade, Ms. DJs for a long time. Sky Allen, 31 months. Marvelous Marvin, sorry. Dan Mortensen, Dark Hour, Paranormal re-upped. Moonlick, 20 months. Andy Cowley, 12 months. Shannon, Amanda Shale, Nathan from The Quantum Show, Forever. Jackie O, Francis Nolan, Kelly Lewis, All Things Good, Reality Check. Loktaz, 6'9". Glenn Petzold, Rebecca Wiles, The Wild One. The Lavender Rose, 23 months. Josie UK, 29 months. M. Viper, 27. Jean-Paul Fartre, 29. Louis Ferraro, 30. William Bridges, 30. Dinkamazi, 30. David Wilcox, 31. Not Wilcox. Half Droid, 31. Prince Edward, and 31 months. Rebecca again. And Samantha Morris, the cat, 31 months. Oh, wait, there's more. And Mr. D.B. Cooper, the very first subscriber, Mr. D.B. Cooper, 31 months ago. Thanks to all of you. May the lords of the alien gods smile down on thee. Because we do it. We do truthology for ufology. We do it for you. All right, we'll see you next time. That's tomorrow for the members only show at 7. Should we just move it to Saturday? Should we just do that and move the members show back to Saturday? No. We're going to keep it on Friday. We'll see you tomorrow. Members, alien bless.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Wizards? And why did it download its treasured sites in Christianity?